Hi. Um, if you can see me, can you type in the chat that you can see me? I had an issue with my camera. It wasn't working and it's got the little blue light on like it's working, but I can't tell if it is. Let's see. Can you guys see me? See. Waiting for the cure to come. Cure to constipation, take two. Yes. Oh, thank you, JP. You can see me. Oh, thank you so much. Usually I can see myself too. And so I've got the little camera going this way, and then there's a big area, and I can see what I'm doing. But if you can see me and you can hear me, oh, good. George Appleton says he can see me too, and Jennifer Price. Okay, great. It's just so weird, but that's all right. Today is a fun, weird topic. I am going to be talking again about constipation, but I had the best cure this week. It was absolutely amazing, 100% natural, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you today. I'm also going to give my 12th Mounjaro shot live while we're on the air right now, and I'm going to share another YouTuber who I've watched quite a bit. And this week, oh my gosh, I really thought her take on Oprah Winfrey's special that she had last week, I thought her take was my favorite one out of all the takes of all the videos I watched of people giving reviews, including my own when I gave my own review on Wednesday. And so I'm going to be sharing her too. Actually, I'm going to tell you that now. Mindy Pedersen. She's amazing. She's been on Mounjaro for 2 years. She's lost over 100 pounds, very down to earth lady. And she's just precious and her videos are precious. I just want to give shout outs to all the people out there on YouTube who've helped me on my Mounjaro journey. And I want to pay it forward and help you all too. And today we're going to be talking about constipation because that has been my biggest problem while being on Mounjaro has been the constipation. And I know there's a lot of people who have that too. And I talked to my doctor, and my doctor told me that it is okay to take Colace stool softeners. I could take that every day if I want to. And if that isn't doing the trick, I could even take Miralax once a day if I wanted to. Now, I will tell you, I'm a person who usually tries to stay away from medications if I can and try to do things naturally. And but I had been using Colace and for a couple of weeks, and it was doing the trick for me. And then 2 times Colace wasn't enough, and I took Miralax, and Miralax did clean me out. But I found something that cleaned me out just as good as taking a Colace and a Miralax together, and it's found in the produce section. So I want to start by sharing that with you all. Now, I also need to let you know I am not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just your friend who is on Mounjaro, on the Mounjaro journey, and I am willing to share my experiences because by doing that, I think I can help you. And a lot of you put wonderful things in the comments, and you give me ideas that also help me, and we can help each other. And if anything you're not too sure about, always ask your doctor. Even if it's not me, if you're watching somebody else on YouTube say what they're doing while they're on Zepbound or Ozempic, and they or Mounjaro, and they say, "Oh, I tried da 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 supplements." It's always good to ask your doctor if those supplements are okay for you to take, because we're all different and we all have a lot of different medical things, and we're different weights and sizes. So there's a lot of things that can contribute. Now, I watched one gal on YouTube who takes Mounjaro, and she said that she liked taking a supplement. I think, what's it called? It's a mineral. It'll come to me. It starts with an M. It'll come to me. But when you take that, if you take it in a little amount, you might be okay. But if you take too much, it can cause heart palpitations and other things. Starts with an M, not May. It's in Malox. What is it? Starts with an M. Oh gosh, my computer's acting like it turned off. Can you guys still see me? Can't believe I can't think of what that is. Anyway, it comes sometimes in gummies. Oh well, it'll come to me later. But when you take a supplement, you have to be careful because too much of any vitamin is not good for you. Just as well as, to have a vitamin deficit isn't good either. But sometimes too much of a good thing is not good and can become toxic. But what I'm going to share with you today is a fruit. And it's a weird fruit. I think I'm just going to go with it. I know if I was really good at YouTube, I wouldn't tell you to the very end, but I'm going to tell you today. I'm going to open this up here. It is one weird looking fruit. Now, there are other fruits that are supposed to be helpful. Prunes are supposed to be helpful. Dates are supposed to be helpful. Kiwi can be helpful. Apples are really good for you, just like when your doctor says an apple a day can keep the doctor away. Apples are really good for you. What else? Pears are supposed to be very helpful when you have constipation. Anything that's high fiber like that. But this fruit I never heard of before. This fruit looks kind of weird. It's got weird scales on it. I found it at Costco, and I will tell you, another one of my YouTube friends that I like to watch on YouTube who does Mounjaro, she told me about it first. But she said she found yellow dragon fruit at Costco, and it came in a container of 3 little dragon fruits, and she ate 3 of them and had the worst diarrhea of her life. And when she said that, and she said it was just awful, like she just could not stop going. It was probably a little bit painful too. And I thought, well, she ate 3 of them in a sitting, and she said it's so delicious. And I thought, I wonder what it would be if I just ate one. So I did, and I went to Costco, and when I went at the beginning of the week, I found a container like this for I think it was $5.95, something like that. So it wasn't too terribly expensive, and it had 3 little dragon fruits in it. When I went yesterday, they were out of the ones that had 3 little dragon fruits, but for the same price, you could get 2 big dragon fruits. And I tell you what, if you're getting the container that has 2, don't eat a whole one. Just eat a half of one. And I'm going to show you how you open it and how you do it. It is so good. And I also want to tell you that's super important as well. The first time I ate a dragon fruit, I mean, it's so tasty and it goes down so easy. I ate the entire thing with my dinner. The very next morning, oh my gosh, totally cleaned out. I almost never get diarrhea, but it was a very fast poop. I'll put it that way. It was very fast, very soft, and wonderful. And it was just one big poop, and I was done. And I was like, wow, that dragon fruit's just the thing. Well, the second night that I had my second dragon fruit, I thought, well, I usually take my metformin and my statin medication with my evening meal. And I thought, well, you know what? I'll save my dragon fruit for before I go to bed. So that way, maybe it'll be better for my medication so it doesn't make my medications go through my system too fast. And so I waited until 10:30. And at 10:30, I ate an entire, but it was a little one. It was littler than this because it was the 3. And I ate one at 10:30. I didn't go to bed till probably about an hour later, around 11:30. I woke up at 2 in the morning. Oh my gosh, I did have stomach cramps and gas, and then definite diarrhea then, and then I was able to go back to sleep, and then diarrhea again first thing in the morning, uh, and then I was fine. And so the next day I thought, I'm going to skip a day because that was a lot. I'm totally clean. I felt like I could go and have a colonoscopy and I was just clean as a whistle. And so I skipped a day and I didn't do and I've stopped doing Colace. I'm not taking a stool softener while I'm doing this. So I'm just totally natural. Well, I skipped a day because I was so cleaned out. And so I skipped a day with the dragon fruit. And then the third day, I tried it again with my evening meal. And you know what? It was wonderful because I didn't wake up in the middle of the night with painful gas or anything. And first thing in the morning, great emptying where I felt nice and everything gone and quick. And then the rest of my day, I was just absolutely fine. I have never, ever, ever eaten a fruit that can totally clean me out like that. So my advice is definitely don't eat too much. So when I open a big one, I only eat a half. Now that I've got the big one, I cut it in half. I scoop half of it out and eat it, and then I put the second half in the fridge. Hey,
What about apples?
apples are also good for you. Absolutely. Apples are wonderful. Apples have pectin in it. I know, but they tell me they can see me, though I can't see myself. It's this big black darkness that I'm looking into, but they say that I'm there. Hey, how are you doing, Jeff?
Tired.
Now, Jeff is always regular. He doesn't even have to try. He's not allowed to eat the dragon fruit because it'd probably kill him. He'd be, and he works full time, so it would be hard because he would really need to be by a toilet for quite a bit. So
I eat apples,
but he eats an apple every single day. Just about every day, except for every now and again I'll run out. But almost every single day. He even likes to arrange them on the plate in different designs, and he calls them his apple mandalas. Mandalas. I'm sorry, an apple mandala. Anyway. Hey, Jeff. Oh, we just had our 34th wedding anniversary, and some anniversaries are like the silver anniversary is 25th, the gold is 50th. The 34th anniversary for Jeff and I.
It's t-shirts.
Yeah, it was the merch anniversary. We had so much fun on our anniversary weekend creating merch for our 2 YouTube channels, Anchor Moments RV and regular Anchor Moments. We even made, where's our stuff? I've got cute little stuffed animals wearing the little t-shirts. Jeff even made me jewelry. I don't know if this one's on the thing yet. Well, he didn't make it, but so it's got the anchor with the 11:11 clock on the top. Yeah. So anyway, that was our anniversary gifts to each other. I don't know if anyone else will ever want anything, but if you do, we do have a merch store that you're welcome to get something in. And you have now completed 4 of your
5 is tomorrow.
5 is tomorrow. Jeff has been battling bladder cancer. But he's with surgery, they got the cancer out, and he's doing immunotherapy now, and you're almost done. Do you have anything to share?
Nope.
No? Just the apples?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, and I still do have that 3 bites of strawberry ice cream in the freezer. That's probably getting yucky by now. It might have little frost on that.
Probably.
Yeah. Because that's one of the things that I really love about being on Mounjaro is it takes away my food noise. And so I'm not always thinking about food and thinking about delicious snacks. And raiding the fridge. I have to remember to get my 3 healthy meals in, which I do every day. Okay. Other things that can help with constipation are to drink plenty of water. And when you're on Mounjaro, you need more water anyway, or on Zepbound. Mounjaro and Zepbound are the exact same medication at the exact same levels. But you definitely need water, and water also can help with constipation. But I will tell you, for me, I have been I really do work it. For breakfast, I'll have an Activia yogurt. There's even an Activia with fiber, and so sometimes I'll have the Activia with fiber. I make sure if I do have bread, I use good seed bread, so that way it's nice and higher in fiber and helpful. Oh, another really good find. My husband likes this horrible cereal. I think it tastes terrible, called Fiber One. I call it, I've always teased him, and my stepdad also eats this cereal, and I always called it Colon Blow. But they have another version that doesn't have quite as much fiber, but still pretty close. And it's Fiber One clusters, and it's flakes, and it's delicious. And I've also been eating this, a half cup of this for breakfast, and I'll add 3 dates to it. I'll slice up 3 little dates to it, and a little bit of, with a half a cup of milk, and it is so delicious, and also has a lot of fiber. I definitely track all the food that I'm eating, and when I write it down, do I have my, oh shoot, I think my notebook's in the kitchen, but I've been writing down on a notebook. I write down what the calories are that I'm eating. I write down how much fiber is in my food, and I write down how much protein. And those are things that I keep track of, and water. I try to make sure that I'm having at least 100 ounces of water. Not more than a gallon of water, but about 100 ounces to a gallon of water. That was the amount that my doctor said would be really good for me. I try to have around 100 grams of protein every day, and I try to eat at least 25 grams of fiber. But I tell you what, if I have dragon fruit, I'm covered. Oh, you are so sweet. Come here. Thanks, sweetheart. He takes good care of me. Let's see. And he tried to fix my camera. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm so glad you guys can see me. So anyway, well, here's today. Here's what I ate today, and I need to go for a walk. I also put exercise here. Exercise also helps with constipation. If you're drinking water, getting exercise, trying to get at least 25 grams of fiber a day, and that 25 grams of fiber, you can talk to any registered dietitian, and they're going to tell you that that is a recommended amount, to try to get at least 25 grams of fiber. And so I just write it all out. I don't know if you can see it because I can't see anything. So, but that's what I ate so far today. And I'm going to eat the dragon fruit, which I told you I was going to cut it open so you can see what it looks like. So to eat dragon fruit, number 1, you don't eat the skin. Let's see if I can, I don't know. I'm not sure if you can see me or not, but I'm going to, you just slice it in half. And it looks like this. It's got a lot of seeds, and it's very juicy. And then I just take a spoon, and I've had dinner, and I still have dinner in my stomach. So I would never eat this on an empty stomach. Do not recommend. But by itself, I mean, as a dessert with dinner. Oh, you guys, it's so good. It's really sweet. The seeds are a little crunchy, but not bad. Easy to eat. It's just amazing. Oh, JP, you make me cry. You were so sweet. Thank you so much for giving me the super chat. Wow. And it really works. I'm not wearing my glasses, but I could actually see that. Thank you so much, JP. this was a this was a hard day. We were having internet issues too. That's why it's so late. So my husband had to turn the modem on and off again so he could get the uh, thumbnail created and stuff. But I just want to thank you guys all because I know it's really late for you on a Monday night. But I'm just so glad to have you all here. And if you can get yourself some dragon fruit, I don't know how long it's in season. I know that Costco has it right now, and it might be at a regular grocery store. I don't know. Maybe in if there's an exotic fruit section. But you guys, it is so good. It almost reminds me of, if you eat a pear when a pear is nice and ripe and it's extra sweet and it's extra juicy. It's kind of like that. But it's so, so good. So, so good. Okay. Well, let me set that aside. My side effects this week, I'm still on Mounjaro. I took the 5 milligram last week. I'm going to take the 5 milligram again this week. I have 3 more shots. And I'm just praying that the shortage will see some relief, because I know a lot of you have been messaging me and letting me know in the comments that you're having a hard time finding Mounjaro, especially after the Oprah special, because a lot of people are getting on it. And but I don't know why there'd be a shortage of the bigger doses, but I know all the doses. There's been an issue, and I lucked out. I had picked up my box of 4 shots Monday, I think afternoon at Costco, and I use the Costco pharmacy, and I had it, and so and then I was surprised with the Oprah special, and so anyway, I have 4 shots. I'm going to take this one, and I'll have 3 left. What am I going to do when those are gone? I'm not entirely sure, but you know what? I'm going to share with you exactly what I do. I'm going to share with you exactly how I'm going to deal with it as I'm dealing with it. And I can tell you this, it's really important. I'm going to take my shot now too. It's really important. I think I'm going to do tummy this time. I did my arm last week. I'm going to do my tummy this week. It's really important, number one, to rotate where you give yourself your shot, so that way you don't develop a scar in one area and it doesn't absorb as well. And number 2, it's important to follow healthy lifestyle guidelines while you're taking Mounjaro, because if at one time you don't get your Mounjaro or Zepbound, if you have healthy lifestyle habits in motion and you're in the zone, it'll help you to not gain the weight back. They are saying people who stop taking Mounjaro or Zepbound after they've lost all the weight they wanted to, 1/3 of the people, 1/3 have so far kept their weight off, but 2/3 gain their weight back, start gaining their weight back. If while you're taking it, if you're eating healthy meals and you're getting some exercise, and lifting weights is supposed to be really good too. You can even buy hand weights, or we'll do that, and we'll do that another week. I'll show you some different little exercises you can do with soup cans and stuff. But I'm gonna take my gray cap off. And so anyway, it's really important to follow a healthy lifestyle while you're on the medication. So that way, if you can't get the medication, you can still follow those new healthy habits that you're doing to help get you through. And I'm going to be really working hard on that myself, and especially if I can't find my shot in 3 weeks after this one. Okay. See, I've got my thing on. I've got to push the plunger down and hold it. There we go. And I put it 2 inches to the right of my belly button this time. I tell that for you, but I also tell that for me so I can remember and make sure that I'm rotating my shots. Okay, I'm gonna need to read your questions and start answering them because most of what I wanted to tell you, Mindy Pedersen is amazing. Check out her YouTube channel, and it's just Mindy Pedersen, and she's wonderful. And try to get at least 1,200 calories in. For me, I do 1,200 to 1,700 calories. I balance it right in there, and my doctor says that's really good. Find out from your doctor. Just ask them what about how many calories do they think you should be shooting for, and they should be able to help you with that. All right. Because I do know if I eat less than 1,200 calories, it freezes it. My body thinks I'm starving and it puts me in starvation mode. And that's not fun. All right, let's see. What do you guys have to say? Gammy Rose says, yes, all good. Jennifer Price says it's working. JP says everything is perfect. George Appleton says we can see you and hear you before too, even though it was all black on your end. Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry I hung up last time. I just thought it was broken, but I thought maybe you could just hear me and know that I was working to fix it. And hi, Robin, and you did find me, yay! And thanks for staying up late to catch me live. Taz, the Bulldog, Daily Life with the Bulldog. Oh, magnesium. Thank you. I knew it started with an M. I am getting old. Magnesium. Okay. Magnesium is a funny mineral. You need a little magnesium in your life. You can get magnesium naturally from leafy green vegetables. You can get it in nuts. There are other things. I think there's a little magnesium even in chocolate. You can get magnesium naturally through food. And chances are you're not going to overdose on magnesium from eating a salad. But if you take a magnesium supplement, if you take too much, and if it's too much for your body, because it might be okay for someone else's body, but for your body, it's too much, it can cause problems and like serious problems. So if you decide that magnesium supplements is the way that you want to go to help you relieve your constipation, please, please, please ask your doctor how much magnesium you should be taking and what kind. I think it's magnesium citrate, something like that. I think that's the one that can help you poop. But definitely ask your doctor how much, so that way you don't take too much. And if you do start having weird heart palpitations or something, and you're taking a magnesium supplement, definitely stop and then ask your doctor. And if you need to go to the hospital, go to the hospital. You don't want to have a heart attack or anything either. Let's see. There's magnesium. WD-40 says magnesium. Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right, Robin. I've not tried kombucha tea, and I'm not saying it right. Kombucha? But they sell that at Costco. And I'm glad that works for you, Robin. And that's a natural kind of thing to do as well. JP says, I'm curious how your glucose levels do when eating one of those. Okay. I will always be so upfront and honest with you guys. I wear a Freestyle Libre sensor on my arm. I have for 3.5 years, ever since I became diabetic, and I took a type 2 diabetes class at the hospital that was 6 weeks long. They highly suggested that we try that. And I was on a Freestyle Libre 1 for a long time. And then I had a friend give me their Freestyle Libre 2s that they weren't using and didn't want. And so I was using those. The alarm kept going off. It would wake me up in the middle of the night saying that I was low, but I really wasn't low. And so I think I might even still have like a little red ring for where it was telling me I was low and I wasn't low. And then if I would wait 5 minutes and then and then scan it again, it would be like I'm okay, around 105, something like that. Uh, and then it woke me up in the middle of the night, and with a low, and I scanned, and it told me, I was like going 55, going down or whatever. And I waited a couple minutes. I scanned again, and it said that this sensor is no longer working and you need to take it off. Well, I'd only had it on for like 3 or 4 days, and they last 2 weeks on your arm. So anyway, ever since I've been doing my dragon fruit, I have not checked my blood sugar because I haven't put a new sensor on my arm yet. Because another friend of mine, I finally talked her into wearing one of these. She's been type 2 for quite a while, and her doctor put her on the Libre 3 sensor. And son of a gun, she's having the same issue that it works for like 2 days. And then like the third day, it's giving her false lows. And then it says the sensor's broken. And so she contacted Abbott and sent her sensor in, and they're gonna mail her a new one. Or I don't feel like I can really do that because I got it from a friend. I didn't pay for this particular one that I was wearing, but she has an iPhone and I have an Android phone. So it's not that, because I was like, well, maybe our phone's updated and it's not working right with the update of our phones. But she has an iPhone and I have an Android. So I don't know what's going on with the Freestyle Libre right now, but I'm going to look into it and let me know in the comments. Is anyone else wearing one of those and all of a sudden having an issue where it's giving you false lows and false low alarms? But yeah, I've not checked my blood sugar, but I can tell you that on Mounjaro JP, when I had a doctor's appointment and I was 7.5 weeks of taking Mounjaro, my A1C had gone from 7.2 in December to 6.0. And that was just 7.5 weeks on Mounjaro. It's allowed me to eat rice. Usually when I eat rice, my blood sugar goes up past 250. But on Mounjaro, I can eat rice again, and it's not going to go more than like 150. I just kind of bounce around between 100 and 150, and sometimes I'll go down to like 90, which is really exciting for me. If I wake up and I'm at 90, I'm like, wow, that's like a normal person instead of a diabetic person, which is really exciting. And so since I've been able to eat rice, I haven't worried about what this fruit's doing for me. But I honestly can't tell you because I'm not currently wearing my Freestyle Libre, but I will as soon as whatever the issue is that's making it go wacky stops. Okay, let's see. And WD says, praise God. And Taz the Bulldog says, thank you, Taz. Says that I'm the sweetest. That you guys are just making my night. And Alexia Lynn says, and Alexia, I recognize your name too, Alexia. She's watched a few times. And she says, hello, so glad to catch you live this week. Yay. And hey, Jacob Law, that's my son. He says, I'll have to try a dragon fruit. Oh my gosh, Jacob, they're delicious. But make sure, try it on the weekend first. And that's for all of you guys too. Try it on the weekend first to make sure if it does give you the opposite problem and gives you diarrhea that you've got a toilet close by, you don't have to worry about it. But for me, eating a half of one of these with dinner, I will have a great poop first thing in the morning, and then that's it. It's just a one and done, but I'm clean. It just cleans me out. And they're delicious. It's delicious anyway. It's fun to eat. And Brenda says, my first time seeing you live. You're so helpful to me. Oh, you are so welcome, Brenda. And everyone, when you write, even if you're watching this on replay and you have a question, I might not know the answer, but I will try my best to find the answer for you. And I'll let you know where I found the answer if it wasn't something that I just knew naturally. And A. Thomas says, yay, I caught the live this time. Such a sweet person. Oh, thank you so much. And yeah, try the dragon fruit. You guys, it's so delicious. It is so delicious, but be careful. If it's small, you can eat a whole one. But if it's the large, really half is good. half should do the trick for you. Oh, Gabby Roo, I forgot to say. You said, are you still losing, Gina? Okay. This week, I maintained. I'm still at 16 pounds lost, being on Mounjaro for a full 11 weeks, 16 pounds. So it was a maintenance week. I'll still take that. At least I didn't gain anything. I will say, though, I didn't exercise as much. Let me see. What does my Fitbit say? I wear a Fitbit so it keeps track of my exercise, and usually I'm really good. And I exercise at least 5 days a week. And I don't think I hit 5 days last week. I've been waiting for Jeff to come home from work and we'll have dinner and then we'll go for a walk. But Jeff was tired a couple of nights and so I didn't get it in. But I know now there's hourly activity. Where's my, okay. So last week, well, I can go for the month. So last week, yeah, I only exercised 3 days last week. That's terrible for me. So it was 2 less days than normal because usually I hit 5 and I only hit 3. So that could have been it. But I did eat really well. And I really ate between my 1,200 and 1,700 calories. So I did all that right. But I didn't exercise as much. I only got 3 days in. So I'm going to really try this week to get at least 5 days in. And I exercised yesterday without Jeff. I went for a walk and listened to other people's Mounjaro YouTube videos in my ears while I was walking. Okay, and let's see. Where was I? Oh, it's perfect when you feel you haven't lost. Oh, that's sweet. And JP says your false lows are called compression lows due to pressure on the sensor. I get those too. You know what, JP? Yeah. And so I don't wear them on my right arm because I sleep on my right arm a lot. And then the first time I wore Libre 2 on my right arm, oh my gosh, it was like waking me up constantly, and it was terrible. So I only do it on my left arm. But I woke up on my back with a low alarm. That's crazy. It shouldn't do that when I'm on my back. It really was acting extra weird. But you're right. If you sleep on it or you do something where it's pushing, or maybe if you had it more right here and you're lifting something heavy and you have your arm tight to your body, it might give you that false low. But I was laying down on my back. Usually that doesn't happen. And it was even giving me a false low then. It was so, and it scares the heck out of you. It's like a fire alarm going off in the house. So I'm going to wait just a smidgen and then I'm going to put it back on again because it is really good for me. Robin says kombucha tastes like cider vinegar. Some don't like it. It's a little bit on the strong side. I know I've had a sample at Costco before where I'm not sure if I could drink an entire thing of it, but it is really good for you. Oh, and what I can't say it right, kombucha or whatever. It also, sauerkraut is also something that's supposed to be really good for you as well, because it's that same kind of thing. It's fermented and it has the good bacteria for you. Other things that have good bacteria, like Activia yogurt has extra of the good bacteria that can help you poop. I like this juice super greens that I get at Costco. It has 35 calories, 5 grams of fiber, and it also has probiotics in it too. And because I'm diabetic, I'm not supposed to have juice. And so I love it that it only has 35 calories. I love the flavor of it. So fun to drink something other than just water. And I'll take it in 16 ounces. I'll do half a scoop in 16 ounces of water, and then I'll drink that, and then I'll have another 16 ounces of water with the second half a scoop. But it's good to have things that are probiotics in it as well. Can also be helpful with constipation, and kombucha tea is good for that. Oh, JP says, oh, I've had sensors fail too. I messed up this week and got out of the shower and knocked it off. Yeah, I've knocked mine off sometimes too. And it's such a bummer when that happens. And JP also uses Dexcom G7 and woke up to alarms last night. So annoying. It is annoying. And I have I had 1 month's worth of Dexcom 7s too. They are they last 10 days and I have 3 boxes, so enough for a month. I have another friend who has type 1 diabetes and she always used those, but she found something else that works better with her insulin pump. And so she said, I'm not going to use these. Do you want them, Gina? And I was like, sure, I'll take it. So at some point I'll be trying the Dexcom 7s too for free from a friend. Roz says, yes, my Freestyle Libre 3 woke me up at 3 a.m. a couple weeks ago with a low, but hasn't done it since. Oh, good. So it was just the one time then. And Robin Lockwood says, by the way, love you in that blue color. Oh, thank you so much. And this is one of the Anchor Moment shirts that's in my merch shop if anyone wants it. And it also says something on the back. It says, are you happy? Get anchored. Because it's our mission to try to feed your body, mind, and spirit. Okay. And Taz the Bulldog says, Taz the Bulldog, Daily Life with the Bulldog says, I have to get going. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Good luck to you all this week. Remember, you are all amazing and beautiful. Oh, thanks, Taz. Just thank you guys. This has just been so fun. You make Mondays wonderful, and thank you for being so kind to me. This was a hard Monday trying to with the internet issues, and then and then having the issue with my camera being so weird. And here you guys are this late at night hanging out and saying hi, and I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys all have a wonderful week. Let me know where you are, what your goals are for this week. Oh, and was there anything I said I was going to do and I didn't do? I did my shot. Gave the shout out to Mindy Penderson, who's awesome. And just thank you all so much for your support. You guys are wonderful. Have a wonderful week. Oh wait, is there one more message before I go? Robin says, yay! Aw, have a wonderful week, and hold on to your anchor moments and your hope. Go for a walk if you can, or get some kind of exercise that your body is able to do. Eat something healthy and smile with a friend. Bye-bye.